Hey, welcome back to another episode of John's Crypto Therapy. Today we're going to look at price action and we're going to look at why price did exactly what I said it's going to do, guys. Really cool stuff. In the years of learning how to trade, once you master this technique, it is precise and it's a lot of fun, especially when you know the direction of the bias and exactly how much money you guys can truly make. So let's get into this right here. What I mentioned here, around 0.000649-ish. I said to you guys, I kept it very specific. If prices break above with the close above that structure, even if it's a small body or even a big body, guys, it doesn't matter. The idea is if it breaks above that structure, we're off of this position. I'm not looking for a strong sell anymore. But I also mentioned something very clever. I said if the body doesn't break above the structure, but I also did mention if the wick breaks this, it's totally fine. And if the wick goes to the order block, this is going to be even a stronger move towards the downside. I mentioned this, guys. Go towards my previous video. I'm not telling you when to sell. I'm not telling you, oh, it's going to be a buy here, sell here. I'm giving you exact executions. If this happens, look for the ideas that I mentioned, guys. I am a very accurate trader, not trying to brag here. It's from the experience that I have, and I want to give you guys the opportunity to understand trading can be done. You guys can do it yourselves, and if you are watching these type of videos, hopefully you guys take a lot of knowledge and try to apply it. Remember, it's not financial advice, just my advice on how I trade and how I teach towards my students as well. Why did I pick this level? That's what a lot of people did question and ask me. Well, I want to show you guys. There's a technique in the markets why the wicks are following this structure. Take a look right here. This wick swallows this wick swallows this wick takes over this wick goes here, this wick goes over here. But if you guys can look very carefully right here, what does price fail to do? It failed to swallow the previous wick. That means what? This is my execution candle. That's why I put this line here. And I said to myself, if the prices break above that, I'm not strong biased towards the downside. So the sellers had an idea. If we force price towards the upside and we liquidated this order block, price is eventually going to go towards the downside. Where is it going to go, guys? Towards the next order block. And as you guys can see, a beautiful execution trade towards the downside. This was such a great trade. A lot of people did get into this trade. Really happy to see you guys really put your ideas, look for your BOS, chalk change of characters, following directional bias towards the downside. As long as we're getting lower lows and lower highs, you guys can use any technique you want. As long as you are putting the idea that we're bearish, not bullish. A lot of people question, why am I bearish? Guys, I'm not bearish on the project. I'm bearish on the price. The price is different from the project. The project is going to do a lot of phenomenal things, but the price right now is telling me to sell. Why am I going to hold on to the token for that meanwhile when I can execute a sell and buy more at the very bottom? So what I'm going to tell you guys is another key level. So this order block, once it's hit and it's executed, and we don't need to worry about this anymore. What we're trying to do now is starting that momentum towards the upside. See, when we're looking at this, there is a flag, there is a channel, and you guys can put that into perceptions as well. But what I'm trying to tell you guys here is a very key specific level that you should be looking out for. Put it in your chart. If you are trying to be a great trader, don't look to be an investor if you guys want to be traders. If you guys want to be traders, just go full on. Don't be an investor. Say to yourself, you know what? Have that discipline to say, you know, I'm a trader. I got to act like a trader. Don't say, oh, I'm going to be an investor today. No, have that bias to be strong with what you want to do. So what I'm going to tell you guys is a key level. You could do a small buy right here, guys, because we're in a liquidation zone. Of course, we're in an order block. We can see prices going towards the upside. This is a strong bias towards the upside. But what I want to say is a hidden level. If we break above 0.000664-ish, that is where my strongest bias towards the upside. If we break that level, that is the level that I'm going to feel comfortable to see price eventually go towards the upside. This is a strong bias that I'm looking for. If you are a little bit weak on the hands, wait for the breakout, retest, get into that trade on the retest, then target the next high. Don't start aiming for levels that are ridiculous, like going towards this top right here, guys. Go for the next previous structural high or the bias there, because that's where price is eventually going to reverse. We did hit our order block here, but you can also go to a lower time frame and use that in a fractal way to look for another order block on a smaller time frame where prices can eventually reverse. There's a lot of fair value gaps. There's a lot of order blocks, but this was the idea, guys. I told you exactly price is going to go down. We didn't want to see a body close. We want to see the wick going up, liquidating the order block, beautiful, beautiful sell towards the downside, a good percentage to your Omi wallet. Right now, we do have a descending flag, a bearish flag. We can absolutely see it getting broken towards the upside. If the wick goes up, so let's say it goes like this, guys, and the wick goes above this structure, and this is a sign that the bulls are weak. Because why? This area has to be destroyed. If we cannot destroy that level and we see pressure going towards the upside, but then we get rejected, that's a sign of weakness. A lot of people will say, oh, this is a wick fill. No, guys, this is a sign of weakness. This could be a morning star, and of course, eventually prices going back towards the downside. So keep that in mind. We could target another order block, but the idea, guys, keep it very simple. We already liquidated our orders. Our sells are already over. Now we're anticipating maybe a push towards the upside, or if we go back to an order block right here, let's say right here towards this level, it looks like it's already filled. So that means eventually, because it's already filled, we could see that push towards the upside. So what I'm expecting, guys, right here is we're slowly seeing a sideways movement. We're going to eventually see if this flag breaks towards the downside. If it doesn't, this is my level towards the upside. And if this break does happen, it is a great time to start buying your Omi token, because we're finally going to go up. Guys, if you enjoy this type of video and the content that I provide, please make sure to smash the like button. Thank you so much for watching. Take it easy, and John out. Peace.